Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I'm going to do is do a little update on the funds and stuff in the documentary that I wanted to try to get done by next June or July of next year. It's called JFK, The Quest for Answers. Now, as you see here, here's the cover of my book, Evidence of a Conspiracy. Okay. In this book, I go over the evidence I've uncovered over a 12-year investigation into the assassination of JFK. And you're going to find evidence in here to show there was actually more gunmen there that day, more shots fired that day. You're also going to find out who was behind the assassination, plus a lot more. Now, as a bystander, not talking to you as a researcher or anything, just a bystander, everyday Joe, I've seen a lot of documents myself, and I've seen a lot of movies based on, they said, actual facts. But when we watch these documentaries and when we watch these movies and stuff that they've done on JFK assassination, they really never give you that point and that view of where the assassins were located at, how the shot was taking place. Okay, did this assassin be able to take a shot from this location or that location? They never give us that. Okay, just like me. I'm a researcher in JFK assassination, okay, and I'm willing, and I'm the first researcher that's going to be doing this, okay. Other researchers, they've been in documentaries and stuff like that, but they give you just a little bit of information, and remember, they do a lot of editing. You don't actually see the researcher themselves putting their funds, their own money, and from out of their own pockets into this, okay, or try to get help to do this. I'm willing to do that because in the month of November and December, all my book royalties, that whatever I sell, whether it's on paperback or Kindle, I'm going to put that in trying to get this documentary done. No other researchers will do this. They'll sit there and say, you want to see my evidence? Buy my book. That's it. Okay. Now, me, all right, I'm asking for donations in the GoFundMe account, which you'll find in the description down below, where you can make your donations if you want to help us get this documentary done. Also, in the description down below, I'm going to leave the site, the link for Amazon, where you can order any of my books. Now, what I want to do is I want to get this documentary done. Now, people keep on saying, well, why is it in for me? Okay. Well, here is what I'm going to do for the people. Okay. Whoever makes donations, whether it's on the GoFundMe account, okay, whether it's $1, $2, $3, $4, it doesn't matter how much you donate. Whatever you donate, your names will still go in the end credits in the documentary. I will make sure of this because everybody makes a donation to the account, already got their names listed and everything else, so be able to go into the credits. Now, also for the month of November and December, I'm going to also say whoever buys any of my books, okay, whether it's the research books about JFK or Noah's Ark or Patterson and Bigfoot film, which I'll move over for a minute. I'll put this image here. Whoever buys any of my books here, okay, what I want you to do is also in the description down below, I'm going to leave my email address. Okay, when you order one of my books, okay, whether it's paperback or Kindle, I want you to email me a scan or an image of your receipt from the book sale. I will make sure your name will also go into the end credits in the documentary as well. Because if you bought a book, okay, for the month in between the month of November and December, you bought your book within these 2 months, okay, your names will also be added into the end credits. All you have to do is just in the description down below, you're going to find my email address. All you got to do is send me an email right to there with a scanned copy with your name. All I need is your name, your full name, and a scanned copy or taking a regular picture of the receipt that you order one of my books and stuff. I'll make sure your name goes also into the documentary at the very end in the credits because you're helping us trying to get this documentary done. Now, my update right here. Here it is. I just took this image about an hour ago. Okay, we got $65 there, but I'm not getting myself upset because, like I said, we got a goal to reach, okay? And people says, why was the goal so high? Okay, it does take a lot of money. It does cost a lot of money to actually do a documentary the right way. If you want to just take a cell phone or ordinary handheld camera and go out and try to do a documentary, you're not going to be able to, because you got to pay people, you got to buy permits, you got to pay for people, to block off the street. We're going to try to get them to block off Elm Street for at least 2 or 3 hours so we can do testing, and all this is going to be in that documentary. We want to give you the sniper's view. We want to go to different locations, give you that sniper's view, which I made a video which I show where I already bought a scope already. And we're going to attach a camera to it so you can have that sniper's view and everything else, see if you can take a shot from there. And also, anybody will be able to help us as well. If you can't make a donation, okay, or if you can't buy a book, that's understandable. If you want to help us, okay, what I'm going to do is when I get all the funds together and stuff, I'm trying to plan either for June or July of next year, where I can go there and get all this testing done and do all this and everything else. If you show up there, which I'm going to buy so many copies of the book, I'm going to get myself, I'm going to pay out of my own pocket, copies of the books of Evidence of Conspiracy, okay, but I was only be limited of them. I can't buy too much of them, but I will buy some of them, and whoever helps us in documentary and stuff like that, I will make sure that you get a signed copy, okay, but it's only for a certain first come, first serve, okay, on that one. I'll make sure you get a signed copy. I'll sign each one of the copies, and give that to them for helping us try to do this documentary and everything else and be in a documentary. Not only are they going to be in a documentary, but they'll also get a free signed copy. But like I said, the books is only going to be limited because I can only get so much of it when it comes to funding, which I want to try to get out of this as well. But like I said, because I'm using up all my royalties for November and December, to be able to try to get some more stuff and trying to get this documentary done. But I just want to make this video here to give you a little update. We got $65 now. As you know, there was 3 people that donated. One person donated $50. Bill did. Donald, he donated $10. And then we have Anonymous, he donated $5. Okay, which is a good start. It's a good start. I know it's been, the site's been up for 3 months. It's a good start. It's a good start. Okay, I'm not getting discouraged about it or anything else because I know the people out there wants this documentary made. They need this documentary made. Okay, I've written up something. Okay, usually, like I said, I usually don't use scripts or anything else like that, but I've written something up and I want to share it with you. It's time for the truth to be told. You've read, just like me, the books. Okay, now it's time for a documentary. By contributing to this GoFundMe account, you will be helping us to create a documentary based on actual facts. The documentary will consist of, as I point out, we're going to do testing. We're going to go where the gunman's locations were. We're also going to do other things, which I'm not going to put here right now because I want that to be a surprise. We're going to do walks from one location to the next location, actually get time frames and stuff like that. Just like when I sit there and I said in my research and stuff like that, the police officer, when we watch him in the films, they said he's seen Oswald 90 seconds after the second shot. After the final shot was taken that day, he's seen Oswald on the second floor. Well, we're going to time that because remember, when they tell the story, and they said, well, in 90 seconds, no one had a stopwatch with them to make sure at present time, oh, I've seen this person this time, seen this person this time. That's a bunch of, it's out there, okay? Because when you read the story that they're written down, like that officer, he said he had to fight his way through the crowds, and after he got inside the building, he looked around, looked for somebody to take him up to the rooftop, and then he got the manager there, and the manager and him walked over to the elevator, pushed the elevator button, but the elevator didn't come down, so they went ahead and started going up the stairwell. Now, to me, that seems more than just 90 seconds, okay? We're talking about a minute and a half. And for you, remember, there's a lot of people in the front doorway there, and then you have this little hallway space there in between the front door and inside the building that's packed with people, and then you got people running in and out and all around. You got police officers and everything else. And, for him to look around and trying to find the manager, the building manager, to take him up to the rooftop and then go over to the elevators and stuff. Then they had to travel up 3 flights of steps. Okay, it's just too confusing to me. And it don't seem like it fits by the time frame. and the story. The story and time frame does not fit. So we want to test all this out. We want to test actually Oswald's route, straight from the sniper's nest to the elevator down to the lunchroom, both ways, stairway and elevator. And we're going to show you that where possibly this could have been an exit or that could have been an exit. Okay. We want to put all this in documentary. I want to get eyewitness accounts by hopefully Mary Mormon, the Newmans, people that's still around, get their full story. Okay. Uncut full story. I want to do this. I also want to go to pay respects to people that lost their lives that day, like JFK. Go to his gravesite. Go to Officer Tippett's gravesite and pay our respects to these people. Even Mr. Zapruder's gravesite. Go pay respects, because if it wasn't for his film, we wouldn't know exactly what took place there, or we would never knew how many shots. Okay, there's a lot of things I want to do in this one documentary, because this documentary needs to be done. Now, I know a lot of people out there says, well, they already made documentaries, but as I point out, when it comes to making a documentary, a researcher is going to tell you this and tell you that, but they're not doing, you don't see that researcher doing this test or doing that test or showing you actual evidence that they're talking about. They're going to tell you a little bit of story. They're standing there in front of camera and they're going to tell you a little story just like this, with some kind of picture in the background, saying, well, this or that, this and that. But that's it. Okay. Are they showing a researcher out there doing this test? Are they showing a researcher actually saying, hey, can it happen from this location? Or, hey, can it happen from this location? And show you that the full length of the test, and not just chopped up pieces of it. Okay. That's why I said this documentary has to be made, so everything can be actual document, because we can read the reports, we can see the images and stuff, but we're not seeing the actual facts. When we go there in Dallas and we go to Dealey Plaza, all this will be actually on record. Not one little here, not one little here, not this little cut, not this little cut, but the actual everything is going to be in this one documentary, uncut. So I wanted to give everybody the update on the GoFundMe account. And remember, all the books right here, whether my research books, comic books, or horror books, or anything else, for the month of November and December of 2017, which is going to be in the description down below, where you can order any of my books. All my royalties for this month and next month, I'm going to also put with that GoFundMe account. So if I raise, say, book sales, if my book sales went up to $7,000 for 2 months, okay, and only made like $50,000 on the GoFundMe account. This is a hypothetical thing. That's $7,000 on top of that 50, so it'll be 57,000. Okay, if I made $400, okay, on my book sales for the month of November and December, okay, and I only made $100 on a GoFundMe account, okay, it'd still be $500 to go towards this documentary. Okay, that's what I'm trying to explain to people. You can just donate $1 if you want. Your name will still be in that documentary. Now, I will tell you this, and anybody, and this is for anybody, okay, anybody that makes a donation of $2,500 or more, now it's $2,500 or more, okay, not only will you get a copy of the full copy of the DVD, okay, but you'll get a complete copy, which is all these books here, signed by me. You will always also receive all these books as well. Okay, just like I sit there, I'm trying to make it good for everybody all the way around. I know, just like when people says, well, he only donated $1, but I donated $50. Why shouldn't I get something? Everybody has to be equal in this. Okay, the book sales, as I point out, and I made a video on it, in the description down below, again on this one, I'm going to leave my name, my address, my email address, and any book that you buy, okay, any book that you buy, whether it's Cosmic Conk Eastbound and Down, The Reaper, Sasquatch Z, Patterson and Bigfoot film, JFK books, any of my books you buy, please send me a copy, an email that I'm going to leave in the description. Please send me a copy of that, your name, and a copy of that receipt. You don't have to show me the complete copy where it has a card number. I want you to block all that out. I want you to block all that out. Just show me that the name of the book that you bought and the price you paid on it and stuff. the receipt, the order receipt, which you can block out the rest of it. You take a picture of it and take something, black it out. Certain information you don't want to give out there. That's understandable. I just want to make sure I can be able to say the name, see the name on it, the book, and the price you pay for it and stuff. So your name can also go in the documentary, because I want to make sure that everybody gets credit for helping us getting this documentary done, whether it's buying a book, whether it's going to be there to help us do these testing, or whether it's your donation stuff. Everybody deserves to have their name in this credit, because this is history being made now. This is going to be one complete documentary. No other researcher is going to make a documentary like this. I am. No other researcher is going to put their own money into it, but I'm going to as well. So see, this will be the first and only documentary that ever needs to be made, and then the evidence is going to be there. So when someone says, "Well, the gunman came from the south side," you can actually say, "No, it didn't," because you can seen it from that. Because you will see it. Okay, you will see that a shot cannot be made there, because it's going to be in this documentary. If someone says, "Well, the shot came from the Dallas Tex building," you can say, "No, it wasn't," because I've seen it from that location. Okay, because in this documentary we can see it. We see what the sniper's eye going to look like. Just like if I can get the funds together and I have all the funds, I like to close down Elm Street for at least about 3 or 4 hours, if I can, if they'll allow me to do this. And I would like to put JFK's limo back in place, put a follow-up car back in place, and put another follow-up car and another follow-up car. And we're going to do testing on the fatal headshot to see exactly where that fatal headshot came from. Did it come from the Dallas Tex building? Did it come from the Texas School Book Depository? Did it come from the Records building? Did it come from the South Side Knoll? Did it come from the Grassy Knoll area there along the picket fence area? Did it come from the overpass? Did it come from the underpass? Did it come from shelter number 3? Did it come from any of the other shelters across on the south side? We're going to put this to rest. Okay, we want to put this to rest. That's what I want to do. I have big ideals. I already have 2 people come on board the past few days. I've been talking to people. I got one person that's going to help me get the documentary all together. I got another person that's going to help me get up the permits and talk to people in Dallas and see if we can get everything arranged. Okay, I'm getting all this done already. I already got 2 people on board as it is. Okay, and I just wanted to make this video here to show people the donations I got so far, $65, but I'm not getting myself upset because we still have some time to go. Okay, just like my books. You can buy any of my books here and give it away as a present. Okay, if you know a family member is in the JFK assassination, you can buy one of my books. Your name will still be in there for buying the book. Okay, you can buy a book and donate, and give it as a gift for Christmas. Same as goes for comedy books or horror books. If you know somebody likes horror stories, you can buy one of my books and say, "Here you go," but your name will still be in the credits. Like I said, if you send me an email with your name on it and a copy of the receipt, but like I said, black out, your important information, even your address, you can black it out. Oh, I just want your name and a copy, the name of the book and the price you pay for it. I'll make sure your name goes into the credits. So not only you're giving out a gift for Christmas to people by buying them a book or whatever, but you're also helping you get a documentary done, and your name is going to be in this documentary because we're going to change history. I guarantee you, once this documentary is made, history will change. I know people said that in the past, but I guarantee you, history will change when it comes into the JFK assassination. I want to thank everybody for their support so far, okay, and thank the people for donating. I have also good news as well. I have one Kindle book, Evidence of Conspiracy, sold yesterday, which that royalties already added in, put to the side for this fund right here for the documentary. That money's there. I know it's not that much, but it was a Kindle book I sold. So one Kindle has been sold yesterday, and from Evidence of Conspiracy was sold yesterday. So I want to give that information in there as well. So we know now one copy of the book is sold on Kindle. That's going into that fund as well. So like I said, down in the description down below, you're going to find a site where you can make a donation. You're going to find a site where you can order any of my books. Like I said, it'd be good for Christmas gifts because Christmas is coming up, or you can buy it just, set the book on your coffee table like a lot of people do. So if anybody comes to your house, they can pick it up and read it. If you know somebody's interested in Bigfoot, you can buy one of the Sasquatch Z's books I've done, or the one on the Patterson and Gibbon Bigfoot film. If you know somebody likes, really wants to know about Noah's Ark or the Garden of Eden and stuff, you'll find in the description down below on that site You'll see a book on Noah's Ark. You'll see a book on the Garden of Eden that I've written, my research books. If you know somebody who likes comedy, okay, well, the Cosmic Comic Man is actually an adult comedy, so I wouldn't recommend that for anybody under the age of 18 because there's a lot of bad stuff in there. I'll put it that way. It's funny, but it's basically what happens to today's society. But anyway, like I said, in the description down below, you're going to find a donation site. You're going to find the book sites on Amazon, and you're going to see my email address. Which, if you buy one of my books for the month, any time in the month of November and December, please send me an email and a copy of the receipt. Like I said, black a lot of that out. Just make sure the name of the book's there and the price you pay for it, so your name can go in the documentary too. Because I want to make sure that everybody gets credit for this documentary. Thank you, and don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and don't forget to tell your friends about us and share this video, so other people might know. May you have a pleasant day.